All right, guys, welcome to 5 Minutes with Haley. Haley is a coach with Digital Barbell. We've known her for almost 2 years to the day.
Yep.
And I think that when you walk into the gym, your preference is to pick up a heavy barbell versus throw down on some conditioning. Is that right?
That is right. That is no secret, unfortunately.
But I've noticed in some conversations with you that you've now gone to a couple CrossFit classes. You're even signing up for a CrossFit competition. So tell us why you're doing these things and if this is something that's going to push you outside of your comfort zone.
Yeah, the whole idea is just that, is to just get outside of my comfort zone and picking up and getting under a heavy barbell. While right now it's definitely a part of my comfort zone, it's not like it always was. There was a time where it was really intimidating and I didn't want anywhere near it. And it was just really scary walking into the weight room floor. So now that is part of my comfort zone, I'm trying to look for new ways. So yeah, I'm doing a CrossFit competition the end of next month, so the end of April. So the past 2 years, really not just fitness related, just kind of life stuff in general. I've recently taken up a new hobby of learning how to backpack. I've taken up a new hobby of traveling solo. I just did my first solo international trip. And so I find, we talk about this often, but I can't stress enough how true it is in my own life of doing hard things in the gym that's really scary or literally physically really challenging. Everything else just, even though it might seem scary at first, I know that I can do it because I've proven to myself before, and then it just makes it a little bit less scary.
That is awesome.
I think a lot of people are just surprised in general when they hear a coach say that everything's not easy for them, that they struggle sometimes with, feeling self-conscious around things, or that, self-doubt around something is going to be hard. What are some other examples of things that you have overcome that you used to be afraid of, even if it's outside of the gym?
Yeah. Well, I would say the way we do nutrition coaching is we film ourselves giving a nutrition check-in, and that took me a hot minute. It was really scary. I definitely struggle with imposter syndrome too. And in the beginning of like, am I good enough? Are people going to trust me?
I can relate to that one for sure. Those times where you're doubting yourself and you start the video over 2-3 times when you mess up, and then finally you just like, I'm just going to give these people the real me because they're not expecting perfection anyway.
And that's who they end up connecting with, is the real you anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say you finish this CrossFit competition and that kind of takes away the fear and the uncomfortableness from doing that kind of stuff. What else do you feel like you might want to tackle that still kind of intimidates you?
Yes, this for sure has been a goal of mine for 2 years, is I would really like to do a weightlifting competition. So for those who don't know, it would be your clean and jerk and then a snatch, because when I tell you, I get terrified of doing heavy Olympic lifts. I mean, there's been times where I would go up to the bar, touch it, and then walk back, go up to the bar, touch it, walk back, maybe pick it up a few inches, walk back again. So really just for the sole purpose of it scares the heck out of me, I want to really go towards that and see what I can do with it.
I'm surprised to hear you say that, because you'll sometimes post videos of yourself in your Instagram story, or, send us training videos and stuff. And it's usually you doing one of those things like a heavy clean complex or something. So I'm a little bit surprised to hear that those things scare you, because I see you do them a lot.
Right. Yeah. So I'm kind of dying inside when that does happen. So hopefully that will help me. And it is nice, hopefully when the time comes for me to do that, hiring a coach, because even just when I did that last 23.2, the open workout, doing a heavy thruster, I was really scared, but I hit the weight I wanted to hit and I felt good with it. And I had my good friend Mike, who was there, and he was like, no, you have like 3 minutes left. We're going to put more on the bar. And I was so pissed. I was really grumpy. I said, why would you do this to me? Do you even know how hard this was for me to get that number? And then I did it anyway, and it just feels amazing. It's just one of the best feelings. It really is.
Yeah. It's so cool when you're doubting yourself and someone else can see what you're capable of, and they're like, no, you can do that. And then you end up doing it. It's very cool.
Yeah.
I just love how all these things like that we do, the things that we do in the gym, how they translate to the things that we can push ourselves to do. Just like you talking about those hikes, like going on a solo trip, hiking into another country is a huge deal. And
I'd be terrified.
And it's just cool to see how like the little things that we do every day that build our confidence can allow us to do these epic things.
Yeah.
Live life to the fullest.
like with that recent trip I did to Costa Rica, I had my cousin and she was like, I mean, aren't you scared? Like, doesn't that scare you? And I was like, yeah, of course it does. That's why I'm doing it. And it feels amazing afterwards. And I think people probably think we're trying to sound cheesy when we say, you know, doing hard things. It really does translate into real life, but it just does. And you won't really understand that until you consistently do those hard things.
Yeah, exactly.
It takes the fear away from the things that you're giving power in your life over to, just by confronting them and chipping away at.
Because you get this little dose of fear every day. There's not often times where we're like scared every day, or we push ourselves beyond something that we thought we were capable of every day. And when you do that every day, you're like, oh yeah, I can take this on, no problem. It's very cool. Well, very cool.
We're super proud of you. We're looking forward to seeing how you do in the competition and just what else is in store for you as you conquer even more fears.
That's right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Hey, before you leave, like and subscribe, as the kids say.
As the kids say, Lily's Digital Barbell.
Awesome.